It was said by the ancient Celts that on the twain of the autumn equinox and winter solstice, the souls of the dead could communicate with the living. Now, the Celts did not use the Gregorian calendar, but in the year 2022 of the Common Era, that day actually falls on November 6th, not the holiday of Halloween, which is celebrated on October 31st. The Celts called this day Samhain, meaning summer's end. It was commemorated with giant bonfires and huge feasts celebrating the final harvest. They also held elaborate rituals venerating the ancestors and other honored dead. These superstitious folk feared the cold, dark half of the year and would often leave food out for the restless spirits to ward off any bad luck. I'm author Gwen Alyce Clayton, and I write about Samhain in my books Fermata, Cellars, and Zinfandel's Grimoire. Here on the Rivervine YouTube channel, it wouldn't be a proper Halloween without a visit from our favorite local specter, Buffalo Francis, the Ghost of Greenbo. Francis D. Gower is a character I created for a short film contest I entered earlier this year. And then in May, my husband Eddie and I decided to take her back out for a little boat ride here on the lake. Today, she appears for a mid-autumn feast. Y'all be celebrating Halloween on the wrong day. Haints don't use no calendar. We go by nature like the moon phases and equinoxes. We're most active in the in-between times like sunrise or sunset. The day we're most active is the twain of the autumn equinox and winter solstice, which falls almost a whole week after them trick-or-treaters have gotten all their candy. So get your almanacs out. I'll tell you how to figure it out. Find the date of the autumn equinox. Then count how many days until the winter solstice. Now divide by half and you have All Haints Day. This is the time of year when the veil between the living and the dead is the thinnest. My friends Gwen and Eddie knew this, and they did a right nice thing for me, one I truly appreciate. Okay, Captain Eddie. That's his name. Yo ho ho and a bottle of Mountain Dew.
My name is Francis D. Gower. Folks call me Buffalo Francis, the Ghost of Greenbo. I've been keeper of these woods for 157 years, so I know a thing or two about Haints, boogeymen, and all them other characters you living folks can't see with your own eyes. So let me tell you exactly what a ghost is and why we like hanging out in the woods so much. A human being is made up of a body and a mind. What most people call a soul or a spirit or a haint is just the mind without a body. When the body dies, the mind keeps on going. It's full of memories, knowledge, skills, emotions, and one's moral conscience. Some folks, like my dear mother, who was a good Christian woman and a member of the United Methodist Church, has gone up to be with our Lord. But when I died, I wanted to stay right here. This, to me, is heaven, and I told God that I would protect it for him best I could if he'd let this place be my home for the rest of eternity. Now, Methodists don't celebrate All Souls Day like our Catholic friends do, and I'm seeing more and more people celebrate a holiday with the name that sounds like Samhain. I hate to sound disrespectful, but I always joke, saw what? Saw who? No, it's saw when. I'm such a smart aleck. Anyway, part of this All Souls Day or Samhain celebration is offering a feast for the ancestors and honored dead. I never had children, so I'm nobody's ancestor. And I never did anything honorable to make myself worthy of being venerated by modern folks. So when Gwen and Eddie invited me to a picnic on board one of the boats in the marina, well, if I had tears, I'd be crying right now, because nobody ever did anything nice for me like that. I'm mighty humbled. To be honest, I can't actually taste the food. I can't smell the food or even see the food, but I can sense it, especially this time of year. It's like I'm hypersensitive to the emotions of you fleshies. That's part of the whole being dead thing that makes this time of year such a bother. When people say, the veil between the living and the dead is thin as Samhain, it doesn't mean I suddenly grow flesh and blood and bone and walk around like Lazarus. It means I'm more sensitive to your thoughts and feelings, and you're more sensitive to my thoughts and feelings. In your mind, you might think you hear my voice talking to you right now. But I don't have vocal cords, so I can't really speak. Like right now, I'm talking through Gwen, and it kind of bugs me because she's from Nevada and talks funny. Heck, when I died, Nevada had just become a state the year before, so I don't know how to maneuver her mouth to make it go right. And I can't actually hear you either, 'cause I ain't got no ears, but I sense what you're trying to say. And it's like our minds are talking to each other. As for the woods, I'll tell you what makes this place so special. Now, I respect whatever religion you follow, but I was raised United Methodist, so I see the creator of the universe as God, and that's the name I use. But feel free to interpret what I'm about to say in whatever religious language you speak, because truth is truth. And the truth is, when the Creator made earth, there were 5 sacred elements: soil, air, water, flora, and fauna. Now, if you want to be close to God, you got to get deep in the heart of nature. And that, my friends, is the message I have for you on this All Haints Day. Spend as much time as you can among the elements. Respect the elements and manage them wisely. Do not be arrogant or cruel or boastful. Be kind. And in this glorious land that is the United States of America, a country we fought so hard for the year I died in 1865, nowadays you all have a Pledge of Allegiance that ends with the words, liberty and justice for all. Remember that.
If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it on your social media channels. Be sure to subscribe to the Rivervine YouTube channel to be part of our way cool community. I'm your host, Gwen Alyce Clayton. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.